Welcome to another reading lesson with Miss Meadows. I am so excited to be reading with you again today. We're going to be doing a little reread of The Grasshopper and the Ant, except today we're going to be focusing on setting. So setting is the where or when of a story. The where means where the story takes place. So does it happen on Earth or maybe in outer space? Or maybe at a house or a castle or on a train or in the forest, means where is the story taking place. And as I'm thinking about the grasshopper and the ant, our story from yesterday and the story we're going to be rereading today takes place a lot of different places. It takes place inside the house that the ants built, and it takes place outside of the house. It takes place during different seasons, but that's a little hint for before, because the when is when the story takes place. And so that could mean what time it is, when in history it is, if it's nighttime or if it's daytime, what month or what season it is. And in our story, The Grasshopper and the Ant, we go through several different seasons. So I want you to be thinking about that setting as you listen to Miss Meadows read the story from yesterday. And then after that, you're going to be working on your gem choices. So that's sapphire, emerald, ruby, or diamond. Sapphire is going to be there's papers in the back of the room that you can grab and do. I'd love to hand out some diamonds, some gems today. If you're going to do a diamond, make sure that you are either improving the story or that you are making a video presentation about the story. And make sure that you are only talking about the story in that video presentation and not other silly stuff. But I'm going to cut to Miss Meadows from yesterday, and she's going to read this story to you, and I hope you enjoy it, and I will see you after. Bye, friends. Friends. So our story that we're going to be reading today is called The Grasshopper and the Ants. The genre is it's a fable, which means it's a story that's been told for many years and it teaches a lesson. So we're going to look for animals that are characters and how the pictures and the words help us understand what happens. Our purpose for reading is we're going to read to make smart guesses or inferences about things the author does not say. So we're going to use what we already know and clues in the text and pictures to help us. Our power words today are labor. Can you say labor? Very good. Labor means when you labor, you work. So for example, when we labor in the garden, we pull weeds and water the plants. The next word is chirped. Say chirped. Very good. If someone chirped, they said something in a happy, lively way. So for example, the girl chirped about the great show she just saw. And the last one is autumn. Say autumn. Very good. Autumn is the season after summer and before winter. So in autumn, the leaves change color and fall from the trees. All right, we're going to listen to a little bit of a introduction from the author and illustrator. His name is Jerry Pinkney, and he's going to tell us a little bit about himself. He wrote the words and drew the pictures.
Jerry Pinkney has illustrated over 100 children's books. He began drawing when he was very young and became the class artist in many of his classrooms. He had some difficulty learning to read, and making pictures helped him feel good about learning and school. Mr. Pinkney loves to illustrate fables because he thinks they teach lessons that are still important today. Mr. Pinkney's books have won many awards. He won the Caldecott Medal for The Lion and the Mouse. This book is his version of one of his favorite fables.
Alrighty, very interesting. So our story today is called The Grasshopper and the Ants by Jerry Pinkney. I think I just skipped a page. There we go. Alrighty, look at these beautiful illustrations. Did I skip 2 pages? No, I didn't. Okay, we're fine. Why work so hard? Sang Grasshopper. It's spring and time to go fishing. No time to relax, said the ants. So that grasshopper really wants to go fishing. He doesn't want to work hard, but the ants say there's no time to relax. Why labor so long? Grasshopper chirped. It's summertime. Let's have a picnic of fresh, yummy leaves. Come join me in making music. No summer light to waste, replied the ants. Autumn will be here soon. So it seems like these ants are being really, really prepared, and they want to, kind of like get ready for something that might be coming, but it seems like the grasshopper just kind of wants to like make music, mess around, and do what he wants to do. Why toil so steady? Asked Grasshopper. It's fall, and the world is a playground of leaves. Oh, how their colors twirl and glide. Come dance and sing. Look at the wonderful mountain of leaves. Come play. Oh, so that grasshopper still wants to just keep playing. And oh, how I love the sparkle of first snow. Come see. Working can wait, Grasshopper said. Wintertime is for making snow angels and snow hoppers. So what do you think is going to happen? The ants have been working really hard on something. The grasshopper just wants to play. Who do you think is going to be more prepared? I think the ants too. If only someone would join me. Grasshopper shivered. Uh-oh. So it looks like winter came, and now the grasshopper's all alone. And what do we see in this picture? Looks like there's this like shelter or house over here, and grasshopper's all alone outside, and he says, if only someone would join me. Oh, this page has no words, but look what I see. So the grasshopper goes up to this house, and it looks warm in there. He knocks on the door, and who's inside? The ants. And it looks like they got this shelter all ready for the winter when it was going to be cold. And the grasshopper didn't help because he just wanted to play. Looks like this one is turning around to all the other ants and saying, should we let him inside? So let's make an inference. We're going to use clues from the text. So we know what's going on in the picture and clues from what we already know. So what we already know is maybe what the nice thing to do or the right choice would be. But what do you think the ants are going to do? Do you think they're going to let him in? Or do you think they're going to make him stay out in the cold? Because he didn't do the work. But it would probably be nice to let him inside. What do you think? Tell me into your microphone really quick. Yeah, I think you might be right, but let's see if your inference is right. Oh, look. He's walking away. They might not have let him inside. Look, he's like looking down. He's still out in the snow. The ants must have decided they didn't want to let him inside. Oh, but look at what I see here. What are the ants doing? They look like they're working really hard. What do you see them working on? Looks like they're making things and getting things ready. All the stuff they've been getting ready all year for. So then when it came time to winter, they wouldn't be caught unprepared like Grasshopper was because he just wanted to play all year. Oh, but look. The queen ant, she came out. She says, "A cup of tea?" asked Queen Ant. Oh, I bet he would love that because of how warm it is. How kind of you, said Grasshopper. And look, they let him in. And they decided to let him in even though he didn't help, and he's making music with them and they're all enjoying his company. They did make this nice choice at the end. And look, there he is making music with the queen ant and drinking some tea. So it looks like those ants did decide to let him in and let him stay. So what do Grasshopper and the ants learn from each other? Go ahead, tell me in your microphone. Yeah, they learned from each other that it was the smart thing and the right thing to be prepared throughout the year and start working and not spend all your time playing. But I think at the end, the ants learned that it's nice to make music too and enjoy that music together. Do you think if you were the ants, would you have shared with Grasshopper? Think about that. If you were those ants, would you have let him inside? I think I would have. I think it would have been the nice thing to do, but I might have said next summer or next spring, fall, and summer, maybe he could have helped out a little bit too. Because then he kind of got to use all of their hard work when he didn't do any of it. So your job now is to get out those gem choice boards. You can either maybe draw a new end to the story. If you were a friend who thought that they shouldn't have shared with Grasshopper, you could draw a new end or a new start to the story. Maybe you think the Grasshopper should have helped out with building that shelter. Or you could do how a character felt, how the Grasshopper felt when he was cold outside. Or you could do a diamond choice and make a video presentation talking about what you think would have improved the story. Maybe the Grasshopper helping out would have improved the story. Or maybe if the ants had said, no, you actually can't come inside, that might have improved the story if you think. So go ahead, work on those gem choice boards. I can't wait to see what you make, and I can't wait to read again with you tomorrow. Have fun, friends.